Burgess, he had my job when he was 25 years old. What he would do is he would get on his horse and ride down to Richmond and change laws. And so what I do is I've been elected by your parents to go down to Richmond every year to change the laws. And so I can change how old you have to be to get a driver's license, or how long you have to go to school, or things like that. Now, a lot of the laws we talk about are laws about bad people. So we pass laws about people who steal things or who are mean. But sometimes we get to pass a law about good people. Now, if I want to pass a law, is it enough that I think it's a good idea? Does that make it a law? What's the first step I've got to do? Let's say I think something's a good law. What do I have to do? Who do I have to talk to? Yes.
You have to write it up to the people in Congress.
It's called a bill. I write up a bill. What do I do next? Yes, sir. Okay. Well, let's say this. How many delegates do you think there are in the whole state of Virginia? If I'm your delegate, how many delegates are there? And somebody else? Yes, sir. Oh, much more than two. Yes, sir. There's 100. There's 100 delegates. Is it enough if only one delegate thinks something is a good idea? What do I have to do? Yes, sir.
I call the delegate.
That's right. So if I think something's a good idea, I go to other delegates and try and get them to agree with me. How many of the 100 delegates do I need for something to become a law? Yes, sir. Not quite that many. Yes, sir. 51. That's right. Now, let's say that we get 51 delegates. I get the delegates from Stanton and Culpeper and Waynesboro. They all agree with me that it's a good idea. Do we have a law yet? What's the next step? Yes, sir. Well, it's in the Capitol, but who do I have to go to next after the House of Delegates think something is a good idea? Yes. Not yet. The governor's in a second. Yes, sir. Does anybody know? Yes, sir.
The Senate.
The Senate. That's right. You all have a delegate. Does anybody know the name of your state senator? It'll be very sad if no one knows. Yes. Does anybody know the name of our senator? Any parent know? Yes. No, he's the governor. No, he's the delegate from the city. Does anybody know the name of our state senator? Yeah. Okay, his name is his name is Mr. Deeds, just like the movie. I would go to Cree Deeds and say, I've got this great idea for a law. Now, how many senators are there? Does anybody know? 40, that's right. How many senators have to agree with something to become a law? Yes. 21, that's right. So Senator Deeds would go to the senator from Waynesboro, and the senator from Stanton, and the senator from Culpeper. He would get 21 to agree, and if they passed it, it would become a law. And once something's a law, it's a law forever, unless somebody changes it. There are great big books of all the laws, you can look it up. So what I'm about to show you is something we did just that way. I was reading the paper one day. I saw this article we were talking about. It was in our local paper, and it said that 2 scouts from this pack had saved their sister's life. And the article didn't tell me much about it, so I called the reporter on the phone. His name is Reed Williams. And I talked to him, and I said, can you at least give me some information so I can talk to the mom? So I called Miss Piercy, and I went down to Richmond, and I had it drafted out like you said. I got him to write up a bill, and I went to all the other delegates. You'll see in a second that all of our local delegates signed it. Mr. Vanieri did, Steve Landis, who represents Crozet, Watt Abbott, who represents Scottsville, all signed on, and it passed the House. Then we went to the Senate. Senator Deeds said this was a good idea, so he supported it in the Senate. So what I'd like to do is for Josh and Jake to come forward, please. You guys open this up. Hang on, please. Okay, everybody, I'm going to read this. It has a word that you don't know. It's the word whereas. The word whereas kind of means because, okay? So it says, agreed to by the House of Delegates, March 12, 2004. Agreed to by the Senate, March 13, 2004. Whereas on February 3, 2004, 4-year-old Emily Piercy of Albemarle County suffered a cardiac seizure that caused her to stop breathing. And whereas Emily Piercy's 2 brothers, Josh Piercy, age 10, and Jake Piercy, who was 8, responded immediately. Whereas Josh Piercy began artificial respiration on his sister while Jake called 911 and then calmly followed the instructions from the 911 dispatcher until emergency responders arrived. Whereas Josh and Jake Piercy are both Cub Scouts, Josh is a member of Gym 9 and Jake of Gym 4, both of Pack 77 at Paul H. Cale Elementary School in Elmira County. Whereas as part of their Cub Scout training, Gym 9 leader Gary Garland and Gym 4 leader Barry Condren taught Josh and Jake Piercy artificial respiration and cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR. Whereas the Cub Scout gym leaders also taught the boys to remain calm in a crisis, call 911, and perform CPR if needed. Whereas combining their Cub Scout training with their own calm and quick-witted response to an emergency, Josh Piercy and Jake Piercy saved their sister's life. Now, therefore be it resolved by the House of Delegates, the Senate concurring, the General Assembly commend Josh Piercy and Jake Piercy. To be resolved further, that the clerk of the House of Delegates prepare a copy of this resolution for presentation to Josh Piercy and Jake Piercy as an expression of the General Assembly's admiration for their mature, selfless, and effective action to avert the tragic situation. Everybody, why don't we give them a big round of applause? If we get a bunch of pictures, I'd like some for the back photo album too. Come on, a little smile. There you go.
Good. Smile.
Yeah. Keep flat. That's okay. All right. Okay, why don't you guys walking on back to your mom? Can you do that? All right. You may want to take it off. When I get you down to the floor, you start kicking your legs, and you want that off. Okay, remember how it goes. Let's see who's going to do it. Stand up, Gary. No. Okay, no. You got to help me out with this. Gary, how's your chicken? What chicken? The chicken with one leg, the chicken with two legs, the chicken with one wing, the chicken with two wings, the chicken with the tail, the chicken with the head, the chicken. All right. Okay. No. Okay. Everyone stand up here. Here we go. This is way too much fun. You guys got to be really loud. Are you guys ready? Yeah! Tigers, you guys ready? Yeah! All right. Okay, here we go. The count of three. Gary! How's your chicken? What chicken? No! Chicken with one leg, the chicken with two legs, the chicken with one wing, the chicken with two wings, the chicken with the tail, the chicken with the head. Go chicken!
Okay, let's get it happy on camera. That's very nice. It's a beautiful homemade cake.
Can you see the glitter?
Happy, look at the camera so we know who it's by. Oh, come on, Chris. Do it for Chris.
Can you see the glitter?
Yes.
I mean on the camera.
Yes, you can.
Yes?
Yes, because when it hits the light, it's so beautiful, it's not funny. Okay. And the fabulous cake was done by Miss Happy. Look at the camera, Happy.
Top is off.
Okay.
The key here on top with my cigarettes.
What do you need?
I have a diaper bag and a camera. Because I want to take a picture of this in case it's, you know.
In case you said it was from your little kid company.
Yeah.
No, it's my phone number. Hey, Christine. He got a pacifier or anything stuck in his mouth? Because he's very happy there's nothing in that box.
Yeah, there's
He's mad at
that.
me. Why are you so mad at me? God, I hope I remember.
Room temperature safe? Yeah.
7:47.
I gave it to him ice cold because I had no way to warm it up.
Recording.
Ready?
Living room, what do you think?
Happy birthday.